right, well, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work, but I'm going to try to figure it out because right now I'm actually on my phone and hopefully you can see the recording. But what I want you to do, which is going to sound very, very weird, is I want you to actually pull up your phone and start scrolling through your website. And I want you to really just try and break things, okay? And look for things that are weird, look for spelling mistakes, and actually just like settle in and look for all of the potential issues that could be on your store. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click the menu. I'm going to try to click some links here, like let's click the price link here. Where does this go? Okay, press. This seems to be working. Are these arrows working? Yeah, okay, cool. Now, obviously, is press one of the most popular pages? Probably not, but let's go ahead and click the CarePod 1 here. And really what we're looking for here is specific glitches or things that like aren't working. Or for example, things that now, as we're looking at this with this hero lens, and I'm going to do this with you as well, things that are just kind of weird. Like for example, right, like this text, these little callouts here, it's super small, right? Like it's kind of hard to read this stuff. And now there is a magnifying glass here, which is nice, but like, I'm looking at this now. I just switched the photo when I didn't even mean to. It's like kind of weird. So it's, it's like this text is, it's kind of hard, right? And also think about who your avatar is too, right? Like, is my avatar someone that is probably older and maybe like maybe might not even be able to read this, right? Like it doesn't even make sense to have that. For example, like this text here, super, super small. So go through and just take a look, right? You got a video here. Let's go ahead and play the video and see what happens. Okay, the sound is on. Great. Now I'm going to go through and check this and look for things that are also kind of weird. Like example, the text here is black, yet here it's like this dark gray, which is also kind of weird. So what you're really looking for is issues and things that are inconsistent, because all of these little inconsistencies can also add up, right? Here's our benefits, here's our overview, here's our specs. Okay, pay with ease. You might even want to check this, like, hey, do we even still offer Discover cards, whatever it is? Maybe you have crypto on there, who knows? Check your shipping policy. Is this actually accurate? Do we actually ship? And for example, in Australia, we're talking about how actually, I think for this client in particular, like their shipping is actually super fast now. So here we're not even really talking about the speed that it ships. We're saying it typically ships in 1 to 2 business days after we receive your order, but we're not actually telling them how long it takes to receive the order. Now, if we scroll back up again, it says free 3 to 7 day shipping and free returns. But at the end of the day, if you're missing stuff, then like I just did there, and I even know how to navigate this website, the consumers are probably missing stuff as well. So scroll through here. Like for example, it looks like these reviews are working proper, which is great. This video here is really long for some reason.
This is a stainless steel humidifier.
So for example, it's also cut off now. I don't know why it's cut off, but that's not really ideal because this video should be playing horizontally, right? But for some reason it's in a weird kind of like iPhone length, right? So that's not really ideal. That's probably something that I should fix. And honestly, if you just get a pen and a paper or your laptop out and just start typing the things that you need to fix, I can almost guarantee you're going to have an entire laundry list of things that you need to fix after going through this. So the main goal here is let's try to break things. So choose our bundle. That worked. Okay, let's scroll down. Now we're getting into the reviews. Okay, great. Let's actually go back and let's go to the home page. Okay, so that works. What happens if we click this link up here? Okay, great. Takes me to the collection page. Got it. Let's go back. Okay, that was kind of weird. Something with this, like this chart is super small. I don't know why we have the chart this small. I think we're actually split testing this right now. Check for things that might be outdated. Like this is 2021. It's now 2024. Like, does that make sense to have? Maybe not. Go through, choose your CarePod. Where does this take us? Okay, this takes us to the collection page. Great. We got the reviews in there. More of these, for example, this is a super blurry logo. Well, actually, look at this. Now we have this says a Design Award 2019. So that's kind of weird that we have Design Award 2019 and 2022. Here we have 2022, but we don't show the Forbes, which is kind of interesting. Here's the blog section here. Okay, great. Shop. What happens here? What if we click the CarePod Cube? Okay, let's go check this one out. And I think you get the idea. Again, same thing here. We're just trying to break things. Okay, if we click reviews. Oh, there we go. That was weird. What happens if we click reviews? Okay, now it's scrolling us down. Okay, great. Do these actual panels work? They do. Okay, awesome. So again, another weird video there. I'm not sure why it's like that. Oh, here we go. Here's a glitch, right? This for some reason is not showing. There we go. Now it's showing, but for some reason it wasn't at first, right? So another weird glitch there, right? Something that is clearly broken, that shouldn't be, right? And so now we've got that to write down. And as you can see, just by taking the time, and I know this is probably really boring, you're watching this and like, what is this? This will save you a lot of money. And I'm not gonna lie, as you can see there, I just click learn more about CarePod. Okay, now it worked. Better living through hydrated air. Okay, here's the founder's letter. Great. But the main thing is this is going to save you a ton of money, because I can almost guarantee you, like, we've optimized this client's entire site and I still found things that are broken, right? There is going to be a lot of things that are broken on your site, a lot of things that are potentially outdated. And the first thing I want you to do, and again, I know we're focused on landing pages, so if for whatever reason you have a landing page, make sure you look that up as well. So Conway and Banks is a brand that we have, and I know the actual landing page, so .com/pages/ I think, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to pause the video because I don't know which one it is. Let me go ahead and pull this up. It's actually /landing pages, which is super cringe. But let's pull this up as well. 404 page not found. Okay, I need to fix that. Pages/landing page would be it. And so now we're here and we're looking at this. Okay, so this is working. And you'll get the pop-ups as well. Like, make sure you do this in an incognito window, because you want to get the full experience that your potential customer is getting. Say big on the world's smartest and slickest hockey bags. Again, the way that this header is phrased as well is kind of weird. Like, I don't know why it's just on one line here. We should probably reshape that. Shop and save on bags. Okay, that works. We've got carry. We've got with wheels, senior, junior. Okay, cool. Let's go pick the green one. Photo updates. Great. This gray button here is kind of weird. That might not be a good thing to have. Let's go ahead and click add to cart and see what happens. Okay, well, now I'm looking at reviews. So right away, I think the client here was not really thinking too much through. Maybe this is working, maybe it's not. But the fact that I have to scroll that far down to get to the actual checkout is a little weird. There's just like reviews when I thought I was going to my cart. So now I might actually back out and be like, wait, how do I get back to my cart, right? Now I'm clicking this again, and okay, now the slider cart comes out. Okay, cool. Something that's interesting too is make sure that you really keep in mind the above the fold and like how big your phone is. Some people might be on a smaller phone. I actually have another phone here. I call this my drug dealer phone. It's a smaller one, but basically inside of that you can look at smaller devices too and see what's going on. But now if I'm looking at this, for example, the reason why I say that is like this could be cut off, right? And so now let's say I was on a smaller screen, I might not even see the button to check out, right? Another thing that's weird too is I'm looking at this and it says $23, and then underneath it says $16.23 on this free return, label and package protection in the US. So that's kind of weird. 350 CAD. Okay, so it's picked up my thing here. Team name is kind of interesting. I don't really know what that's about. Please enter a customer reference number. All right. Play the video. Does the video work? Oh,
I feel that this bag.
There we go. Okay, I think it did, but it blacked out my entire screen. What about this chat? What does this do? Okay, it seems like there's something else underneath there, which is kind of weird. Don't really know. But yeah, the whole goal is go through the page, try to break things. I think after 8 minutes of me scrolling around here, you kind of get the idea. Open up everything. Make sure there's things that aren't spelled wrong, right? What happens if we click this? This is actually go to our warranty. Beautiful. It does. Here's all the videos, right? Here's all the reviews. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Okay. So yeah, go through the actual customer experience, try to break some things. So far, I'm actually pretty proud of our team. I thought I was going to find a lot more stuff broken, but I didn't. So go team. With that said, that is the plan of this. Go through your website, try to break things. And at the end of the day, you will likely find things that are broken, and your goal is to go through and fix them. Okay, so and if you don't know how to fix them, then there will be resources at the end of the section for you to contact specific developers as well. But with that said, hopefully that makes sense. Go through, QA your site, and make sure you always do this every now and then, because a lot of the times the reason why your conversion rate sucks or something is wrong is because something is actually wrong on your store. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. And I know this sounds super obvious, but we still have to do this because it is so important to make sure that on your phone, and if you have an Android as well, make sure you go get an Android, go get every single device. I'm just kidding. But it's super important that you actually take the time to go through and QA your site properly to make sure there are no issues and that you are eliminating any factor that there's a bug on your site that is causing you to lose money.